Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Ars Ladder of Progress. Today, I am going to inform you about my journey on my student loan debt. Okay? And let me start by saying, in spiritual way, in biblical way, in the book of Proverbs says, the borrower is a servant to the lender. Okay, another way of saying, the borrower is a slave to the lender. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today I am here to inform you that my goals, my grindings, my perseverance, my sacrifices, all I had achieved them. Okay, today I'm going to inform you about my principles. I'm going to tell you the principles that led me into this kind of success. Okay, I'm going to talk about three principles. Okay, one of the principles and that I used was perseverance. And the second principle that I used was sacrifices. And the third principle that I used was self-discipline. Okay? What is self-discipline in my way of definition? Okay? Self-discipline, the way I translate it, I define it as a way of how I made commitment in the thing that I chose to do. And subconsciously, I stick to the plan and be willing to get up early in the morning and do it over again and just do it the same thing over and over in order for me to achieve that. Okay? That was one of my principles that had led me into paying off my student loan debt. By the way, as I mentioned before in my oldest video, I mentioned you that I was 10,000 US dollars of student loan debt. And at that moment, I had fallen into a hole, basically. So I dug my way out of it. So one of the principles, let me go back to it. One of the principles that I had consistently transcend and stick with it was my sacrifices. Okay? What do I have to say by sacrifices? I made a sacrifices. I sacrificed my family, basically. I sacrificed my time for my family. I sacrifices. Okay? I was not able to spend time with my wife. I was not able to spend a lot of time with my daughter. And I was not able to spend time with my friends. And that's one of the things that, if you are out there, going through the struggle that I'm going through, those are some of the obstacles that you will be going to go through. And I sacrifice my time. That means that I sacrifice my time of sleep, okay, my time of leisure, like going places, having fun. And that was one thing that I sacrificed as well. And I also had to change the way of living, the way I live, and the way I see things. I don't buy expensive clothes. I buy used stuff, and I sold all my belongings, and to be honestly, to be frankly and honestly, most of my friends thought that I was kind of like, I was crazy. But hey, you got to be crazy in order to be free, okay? As I mentioned before, in the book of Proverbs, it says, the borrower is a servant to the lender, okay? So, until today, from this day, I am still shocked. I'm very shocked. I'm confused because the day to day, every month, all I do is go make a payment. Basically, I got paid, and my paycheck, the money in my paycheck, leave the account and goes to my student loan debt. And now, I didn't record this video on time. It might be late, but it's better late than never, So today, I would like to, tell you that the tremendous amount of my joy is immeasurable. And, oh my goodness, it's so wonderful that I will never be able to make another payment, and I'll never be able to get stuck for years, basically, paying my debt. So I am free. Today I am free. And the amount of excitement that I'm feeling right now is really incredibly enormous. Okay? So yes, I will encourage young men, young boys, older men, younger men, women, men, girls, boys, whichever is there, if you come across this video, okay, to achieve this kind of achievement, you would have to sacrifice more. You have to make commitment and stick with the plan. And I'm telling you, it's not gonna be easy, because I endure through it and I persevere through it. And you're gonna find days where you got really knocked down and you feel like you just want to give up. But let me tell you something. You have to believe in your plan, and you have to stick with your goals, and stick with your disciplinary action, and you can also do it. If I can do it with a low income salary, and even way lower when I started out with like a poverty level, low income salary, and if you can start it with basically maybe a little medium or middle class salary and make a commitment to pay your student loan, you can do it too, if I can do it. So that you don't have to stuck basically paying your student loan for years over years after years, because interest rate is going to increase. If you make minimum payment and you think you're gonna pay it for 30 years, you're basically gonna stuck there, and you feel like you're a slave to the lender, basically. So today, I congratulate myself, and I am very happy. And I'll come back with another video. Thank you for tuning in, and have a wonderful evening. Peace.